Hey.
Hello, everybody!
Hey.
So, a little bit of a 2-in-1 today. How are you all going? Um, as you may see a little bit on the overlay, that there's a little bit of changes. Instead of a guard's tale, this is our Christmas special, a guard's toy, where our players are playing their characters' toys. Their childhood love their life. So that's why a little bit of a change to the overlay. And it's our last show of the year, so we rarely do Christmas shows. And not that I'm feeling festive, I'm feeling in the mood for doing something improv today, and something just different. So hopefully enjoy. Don't forget like, subscribe, and all the bits and pieces on YouTube. Leave a comment down below. What do you like? What do you don't like? And if you don't like something, say what you like. So it makes it all nice and fair to everybody. We have Syrinscape in the background. The overlay is all the overlay art is done from Paizo's. And shall we actually go into who people are playing, or what, or should I say what people are playing? I think we'll go for Game Reaper first.
All right. Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds, and I am playing Brax, the little toy sorcerer that it was Ezarek's prized possession. It's a little wooden articulated toy.
Okay. Polly?
Hey. How's it going? I'm Polly. So today I am Robot Sherain, which is Sherain's very favorite toy from when she was a little girl. You could wind it up and it would go attack things, and it has given birth to her love of robots like Chalky. Chalky's like, oh wow, it's just like Robot Sherain, only bigger, so better.
I just want to point out that robot like Chalky isn't the first robot that you've picked up along the lines.
No, I know. Like this is like a thing, and apparently I didn't know this until today. It's because Sherain like had this robot toy that she really liked, and so, now she has she loves having robots. She thinks they're very tough. Very yeah, they can defeat anything, and Robot Sherain is the toughest robot out there.
Right. Okay. Chalky's actually the third that you picked up. I just want to put that up. So let's go to Chibi.
Okay. It's actually like it's a stuffed toy that's dressed up as a knight in like chainmail, and it's got a little shield. It's got a long sword. It's got a long bow on its back. And Tayla always played with it, and she called it, this is Sir Ironwill the Brave, who is a champion of Aristal, and who's always going to be like righting the wrongs and protecting his home and the people within it, but he also talks to the woodland creatures.
Okay. So I knew this was going to go big. That's why I went a little bit of apprehension. But yeah, and it's been mentioned in the pre-show that Chibi's parents were merchants and had the money to buy chainmail for their little child's baby toy. So someone's got armor. As opposed to, well, let's go Dr. Oblong. Let's do
it. G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong. I am playing Sir Fatty Flubbleflam, Harry's little toy. Sir Fatty Flubbleflam is a well-known halfling hero of Caden Kalen, the god of drink and alcohol. And so Sir Fatty Flubbleflam is a champion of imbibing. He loves to get people happy and drunk and full of food, which is perfect for a Christmas story.
And I am not going to pronounce that name. just pointing that out there. I'm not going to pronounce that name.
Just call him Fatty.
So hey, I am also fatty. That's.
But in halfling traditions, the fatter you are, the more blessings of Caden have been put upon you. So yeah, he's quite stout, shall we say?
Does
Probably
he prefer
probably
Sir
wider than it
Fatty?
is taller.
Rotund.
Yes. So fatty is fine. Yep.
Just like, oh boy. So in case you haven't noticed, everyone is playing Poppets today. Poppets are a new creature that's come in from Grand Bazaar, not the Grand Bazaar, but Grand Bazaar. And they are essentially either a magically empowered toy, or they are wished to life from a toy. They're essentially a little toy which has come to life, which has sentience, has feelings, has powers, and even classes. And they start at about 3 foot and they go down. I believe Game Reaper mentioned that his character is measured more in inches rather than feet.
Goodness.
So that's a small character. And as always, you can donate to the channel to help out our characters. Because it's a one-shot and I'm feeling nice and Christmassy, we've given everyone 3 hero points to blow on the adventure, just to have fun. If you'd like to donate and help out the channel, please feel free. It also helps out our players as well. We are in savings mode for the first convention of 2020. So, God, it was the last convention of 2020 is the first convention of 2021. Sorry, 2022. My God, that feels so painful. Oh my God, that feels painful. So yeah, that's what's happening. So yes, I'm in savings mode to try to go to that convention, CanCon, which is one I go to year after year. I've been there for a good 15 years, and it's always fun. And I believe we might even be doing some recordings there this year, which is kind of really scary to actually do, like, footage and stuff. But let's get into the game, shall we? Our heroes are fast asleep. Sherain, Ezarek, Arry, and Tayla in their secure hotel room in the Coins District. But when the children are asleep, it's the toys which are awake. And it's the toys which notice a movement in the window, a shadow past the window. I'm assuming we're also in a communal room just for narrative speaking, because it's really annoying to have everyone separate right now. The window moves up slowly. That's actually, get rid of that comical music, for sure.
Wait, this is serious business happening.
I know. The window starts slowly opening, and you see clawed hands underneath the edge of the window, pulling it up. A dark shadow enters the room.
Are we allowed to do anything yet?
You can.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sir Iron Will the Brave is going to leap forward on his little crocheted legs, and he's going to pull forward his shield and be like, "Halt there, you fiend! How dare you come to this premises uninvited?"
The shadow's body turns, dagger in hand. You can't see a face. You just see the shadow. Dagger in hand. In an instant, something is thrown to the ground, and the dagger thrown into it, and the shadow jumps through the window.
Awaken, comrades!
All right. Brax
Something
is
foul afoot.
Yeah.
Brax is just going to grab out his string with a little nail on it as a grappling hook. It is just going to swing it up and throw it at the ledge of the window.
You throw your grappling hook at the window, and can I get just a base attack? I believe is how to do grappling hooks, or is it a skill check?
Yep.
Either way, do your roll.
All right.
Not
guess
Brax,
I'll-
but just Brax.
Guess I'll do
I'm surprised
this.
Sharon's not a sir. So Robot
Robot.
Sharon or lady.
Okay.
As the crossbow shoots and it sticks into the windowsill. This is not a child star. This is a full-grown person, a large shadow that had fled the room in that instant. But you grapple onto the windowsill. You said you had a string with that.
Yep.
So you've now got a string to the window.
Yeah. And just going to begin climbing it.
I'm gonna look in the sack.
Yeah, I was going to be approaching it cautiously with my shield out, and I was going to do the.
So
What is this spell thing?
Fatty
It just kind of-
just goes. He's as stupid as Harry is. He just opens it up, thinking it's Christmas presents.
You open. The dagger actually pierced the sack that's been thrown into it.
So I have to pull the dagger out.
So you pull it. So
Right, it would be like I pull the dagger out.
can I get a
And then-
strength check then? An athletics.
Sure.
I will aid. I am a helpful puppet.
Oh, wait a sec. Okay.
I get a +2 circumstance
Oh.
bonus on checks to aid.
That's really loud.
If we keep rolling 19s, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Well, what is Robot Sharon doing while this is going on?
Sharon is like not actually as tough as Sherain like pretends like he is, but because he looks real tough. Robot Sharon can just take any. No, he's like, I don't really know about this, guys. Like, can't we just like sleep? I'm a robot. I'm a robot. We need our sleep, and I don't. It's kind of dark. The shadow.
Yeah, we don't know if it has ill intent.
That's right. Maybe we should have find
We
out.
must protect our owners.
The large sharp dagger
Okay.
is pulled slowly out of the wooden floorboards, releasing the cut bag, which is large for you, but it was small.
Is there anything moving in the bag, or not? Just completely
No.
still. Okay.
As you look, the bag moves a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be sentient. It seems to be something's unfolding,
Oh.
and you can see in the dark light what looks to be parchment.
Sir Iron will reach in and try to grab a edge of the parchment to tug it out of the
Be
bag.
careful. Be careful. There could be a bad thing in there. There could be a bomb or something.
'Tis but paper.
Yeah. So
It could rust somebody,
Yeah.
We should be careful.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when you're pulling that out of the bag, what's Brax doing? Brax
Yeah,
is
he's-
climbing. Yep.
yeah, he gets up to the windowsill, I guess, and just starts looking for the figure that jumped out.
You look down. You look. You can see the shadow, the figure. He's jumping. He's already jumped off the roof and seems to be running down. You can take chase if you wish.
All right. How big of a fall is it?
Yeah. There's like. Well, let's just say there's things like your second story, but there's like ways down. There's like drain pipes and things like that you can make your way down.
All right.
Is anyone else?
I guess I better wind myself up. So I start crying.
So how far away is he?
If you take chase, it is a chase scene.
But how far away is he? Can I cast a spell?
What spell? Is it going to be my
no.
chase scene, which I've got prepared?
Oh, person.
Yeah. Yeah. Just going to.
That would certainly ruin the chase. But
Yeah,
if you wish to cast a spell, then you can cast a spell.
All right. Yeah, just going to start off with Acid Splash. Why not?
Maybe we should wake Sherain up. She always makes me tougher than, makes me so
I don't have it. So I was going to do my actual real dice for once.
Oh.
But I don't have real dice on hand. In my case. Acid Splash. You throw Acid Splash at the moving figure. And with a 21, I do have stats. With a 21, you miss.
Oh, fuck.
We are little toys.
No, I'm not-
You are a little toy.
Person.
I'm not chasing that.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So
All right.
so I'm
Yeah.
I wound myself up. I'm supposed to be a tough robot. Maybe I should
Yeah.
try to hit it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We need to chase after it. So
Oh, no.
is there anything soft to land on down?
You look
Yeah, I
down.
don't want-
Can I get a perception check? Just
Sure.
to see if you find anything down there. With a 20, tell me what's soft down there.
No.
There's a cart with hay on it.
There's-
Assassin's Creed it. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Can't see bananas.
I know, just a bush.
There's a bush. The bush at the bottom of the alley. It's I don't know how it's surviving in the city, but there's a bush down in the middle of the alley.
All right. Yeah. All right. We need to chase after it, and just going to jump towards the bush and try and land softly.
Right. I don't want to get dented.
With a I won't even bother with the acrobatics. There's a bush there. You jump down. It's a bit of a weird fall, and you hear a screech of cats as you hit the bottom of as you hit the bush.
Oh.
Cats, huh?
Cats.
Oh.
Alley cats.
Uh,
Back in the room. You pull
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
You pull out a parchment. It's unfolding. It was folded in the little pouch there. What languages do you read?
Common, Emerin. That's it.
But common. I don't have intelligence. Yeah, common.
I didn't pick.
It's in a
anything, so I'm
language
just common.
which
I'm
is
a-
not
I'm a toy
familiar
robot.
to
I don't
you.
speak nothing.
Cool. Well, then we ignore it and continue to chase them.
Whatever.
There's not much else we can do.
It's just that
So,
it's a language that was not familiar to you.
yeah, no, I don't. I don't have time to learn this stuff. I'm a toy robot. That's my job.
So you pick up your key and run, or in this case, you have to climb up out.
Sure. Climb up and I'll look down.
yeah. How big are we all?
Well, that's the thing. How big are we all?
I'm assuming like a foot. We're
Yeah,
all
Yeah, I
like
was just thinking of foot.
he's about this high.
Yeah. So can we like fold that paper into a paper aeroplane and then sit on it and jump out?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a chase scene.
Magic
So
carpet it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so this will be a chase scene. So what are you going to do?
Okay.
Like
so,
you're overlooking, you can see underneath. You can see in the alley. There's a bush. You can see it moving, and from the top, you can now see the cats have now been awoken and they're looking about. There's 3 of you above, 1 in the alley. How are you avoiding the cats? What are you doing? You do have a piece of paper
I'm going
above
to
at least.
cast ghost sound and make it sound like down the street there's angry dogs barking.
Ooh, okay. So you cast ghost sound. Using one of your spells, you hear dogs start barking, and there's there's a screech of the cats. You didn't even see all of them at first, but now you can see them now scurrying away from the alley and going in a different direction.
Right. Right, and
What are you doing above?
The paper airplane, for sure.
Paper airplane, sure. Okay. Craft maybe.
Can I aid? I'm not trained in it, but can I aid?
Well, what's Robot Sharon doing?
I don't think any of us have crafting, so it's just going to be a flat roll.
Yeah, so am
Does
I
that mean I roll
jumping
as
down
well?
anywhere? I'm sort of confused as to what's going on.
Okay, so Robot Sharon is up like on like an awning almost, looking down the alley. You hear dogs barking in the distance, and cats have just been scared away from underneath you. They were in the alley, which would have made things difficult. You see Sir Fatty and Sir Iron Will crafting this note with symbols on it which you can't read. Just pictures, really, just weird pictures which mean nothing. Into what looks to be a paper airplane.
Okay, so I look over at this weird contraption, like a paper airplane. It looks flimsy. I look down, way down there. I'm a small little tiny robot. There's a bush that looks like it's not going to save anything. I look back up at that weird contraption, back down at the bush, and then I just jump.
After all, you're made out of metal. You're not going to ride a paper.
Yeah, no
airplane.
way. There's no shot I'm gonna get on a piece of paper. No way. I'm gonna take my chances.
All right. Seeing robot Sharon coming.
What are you doing?
Brax is just going to dive out of the way.
Out of the way, not to catch. Okay.
Right.
Can I get a it's going to be maybe an acrobatics, and we might be having our very first reroll of the day here to aim for the bush. Oh my god, we've got it!
Boom.
You hit the
Everybody's
bush.
rolling 19s.
I
Close
know.
my eyes.
Except me.
Bounce
God damn it.
off the bush.
I'm gonna jump
land,
anyway.
Land on my feet.
I don't think the paper could take two of us, especially with Sir Fatty's stature.
I feel like
Just the name is enough.
Maybe I-
Describe your fall.
Oh, me?
Describe your fall.
Yeah. So I look up and I look down and I just like close my eyes and I just jump toward the bush and I just like and I like bounce. So I like land on the bush like somehow perfectly on two branches and I like compress it down and then I pop back up, flip like twice, like as if I completely intended to do that, and I land on my feet and like.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see Robot Sharon? Maybe I am a real boy. You know, like maybe I am good at. Maybe I am as strong as trained.
Let's not lose it.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna be what Sherain always thought I was gonna be. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
All right,
Maybe.
run.
Copy that.
So, the crafting check. Would you like to re-roll the crafting check?
Hell no.
No. Would you like to use that crafting check?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Fatty and we have
I was
so
trying to
will
help,
tried to help.
but it's okay because even if it was a crit fail, there's no penalty because of my
For
helpful
aid,
puppet nature.
Yeah. So is it both of you or is it just one? That's what I want to know.
I think Chibi said there's only enough room for me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Basically.
going, and I'm just going to jump out the window.
Okay.
She's gonna give me the push.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a stuffed toy, I'm not going to. You don't hit the ground hard. You just bounce, and I'm not going to give you damage for falling on the ground. You're a stuffed toy. Mechanical toys, though, they're a bit of difference. And you hit the ground, you bounce, and the plane takes flight. Can I have a drive airplane, please?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be
Intelligence.
Nature roll.
I know fly used to be a skill in first edition, but hey, you're now piloting The
You get a
first ever.
-10.
So
Piloting
so
is a lore skill, and I don't imagine you have it, so it's
Nope.
just
I have
intelligence.
law gladiatorial. I don't think that would help.
Good luck
Is
with
this
that
going to
one.
be turning into like a paper airplane dogfight?
So just an intelligence roll. Here we go.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Wah, wah.
The plane goes up. Like you hold.
No, re-roll.
Wait, actually, you gonna re-roll it? Or
Oh hell no.
just you can describe it then. Please do your description to yourself.
So he folds a fairly convincing paper plane and then jumps on it and just turns to Sir Iron and goes, "Give me a push, good fellow." And Sir Iron pushes him off and it just like literally nosedives straight down and just crashes right next to robot Sherain, and Sir Fatty obviously takes a lot of fall damage.
Well, actually, can I get a catch the edge, please?
Yeah,
This is for catching the
reflex.
shrubbery as you're falling.
Yeah. So a reflex save, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
would you like to?
nah. Nope.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about
Let's
my
keep it
guess.
going.
Okay, you do take damage. I'll have to figure out how much damage is one story and half it, and then what is that? That's about 5.
Yeah, well,
I think about
that
5
sounds good.
for
Yeah.
falling.
Sounds
Yeah,
good. We're level
5 for
one.
falling. Level 1, you fell. And you can still see like the shadow. You saw where the shadow went as you're falling, and it looks like they're going into the marketplace, the night markets of the Coins District.
I get to my feet and say, "This way, fellows!" and start
How are we gonna
waddling,
get back up?
waddling very slowly.
How are we gonna get back up there? Oh, well,
That-
okay, all
I-
right. You know what?
Yeah, my feet are smaller, my legs are smaller, and I'm still outrunning you.
It's true.
Well, you know, I am a robot built for battle. Sherain says.
Not for walking.
Okay, but I can be tough. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
Onward!
go.
As you move down the street, following the trail of this assailant, this unknown assailant, which you don't even know what the message is. Are you even taking the piece of paper?
I was gonna say, like, is it possible for me to like just kind of fold it up really quickly, like roll it up, and then just shove it into the back of my armor? So it's just like,
Okay, done. You just do a quick refold and put it in the back. You now have a paper airplane sticking out the back. So that might be a thing. So you go into the night markets. There's now a bright area. There's people milling about. But people don't know about toys moving about at night. How are you going to get through the night market?
Right.
Ooh.
I'm small enough that I'll just run between the different stalls and just
So stealthing or dodging between the stalls out of sight?
I guess stealthing.
Okay, well, stealth, please.
Okay.
As you keep unseen, going from like rubbish on the ground to like stall legs and to like underneath people and keeping quickly out but out of sight. What are other people's ideas? How are you getting through the night markets?
our Iron Will would like to call upon his knowledge of animals to pretend to be a rat, and he's going to like kind of go quadrupedal for a moment and just try to like do a 4-legged scurry across the floor so that people see him out of the corner of the eye. They think he's just like an animal just running in between the shadows.
Pizza rat that's taken a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay. So would that be a disguise? Or an animal law? Either one. Well,
Well, with
the description
animal-
works on either one.
Okay. I'll go. I'll go with deception. Why not?
I don't like. Yeah, I said the description works on both. Well, whatever you think works. Again, finding your timing. Anyone that does notice you, they just pass you off as an animal that has this piece of paper on its back, or it's carrying a piece of paper, and it
I'll even
covers
add
you.
like some squeaks, like squeak, 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 as I'm going.
Who wants to go next? Robot Sharon or Sir Fatty
Okay.
Flabber Prime?
Okay, so I like got done winding myself up. And so I'm just gonna like send myself. I'm gonna do like the robot walk thing. Zzz. I'm gonna be like a toy, just going through the, just walking through like somebody's toy, just going, Yep. It's me, Robot Sharon. Nothing, nothing to see here. I'm just a toy, being a toy.
Uh-oh.
So would the either, well, it's not even deception, it's just persuasion more than anything. I would, or anything, or acting or something. Figure something else out and roll.
I mean, I don't really have much to go on. So I'm just gonna do, like society, I guess.
Oh, society.
I'm just a toy. All of my stuff's the same, basically.
Ooh. As you're walking through the markets and you see a young child, and the young child's now bending over and reaching down to pick you up. Hello, little toy.
And as I see that, I use my liberating step to make sure that she's not picked up by it.
Okay.
It makes, tries to grapple your ally. You free your ally from restraint if the trigger was an ally taking damage. Freeze the ally from restraint. So when it grabs
describe the scene as the young child bends over and almost picks up.
Yeah, so as he goes to pick up Sharon, you just hear Sir Fatty behind you go, "The power of turkey grease!" And you just turkey grease just covers your whole body, and it picks you up, and you just pop straight out of its hands.
Wow. Well, why did you do? I mean,
your joints are now well oiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you we shouldn't have left. We shouldn't have left them.
I think I saved you.
Seeing through the eyes of a toy is not often what we get to see in role-playing games. So you make it through the back of the night markets, because you are in the Absalon's coin district. At least that's where your owners were staying, and you see at the back, you see the dark figure once again running down the street, a little bit more to the outskirts of the night markets, but there is a problem. He's running through the food vendors, and you see a goblin on one side and a goblin on the other.
Oh no, not them.
With their food carts.
Yeah.
And you can see that they are yelling at each other. They are abusing each other. You see hot oil being thrown from one vendor to the other. The other vendor throwing cutlery, forks, spoons at the. How are you getting through?
I knew we were gonna see these two again at some point.
Grunker and Pelmo. The goblin food vendors.
That's right.
All right.
But hold on. Sir Iron Will wishes to. He'll swing his shield around, so he's kind of like huddled underneath it now, sort of like a turtle shell mode, and he's just going to kind of just power on through this area and hope he doesn't get hit.
Yeah. All right. Just going to run from cover to cover, and just in case.
Shield as well.
Yeah.
Magical shield. So we've got two people essentially going through, like, covered up and trying to, like, protect themselves from any danger.
Yeah. Rather than just running straight through, he's going from cover to cover and just making sure that he avoids.
So a cover to cover would be maybe a survival or pick something that you think, or acrobatics.
All right.
Like, I'm very free on like what you want to choose with your suggestions, and some of my notes is just you tell me of what.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got some ideas, but
all of my skills are the same.
So you get through. You actually go from cover to cover. There's a slippery part where thankfully the oil has cooled down by the time you get to it, but I think you're okay. You're a croc. Thank you so much for the gift of sub. And it's Poly People. Welcome to the
Nice.
channel.
I'm in, baby.
Thank you so much.
Right.
We will get everyone. We've got to spend these rerolls. But thank you so much. It does very much appreciated. So how are people like you've gotten through? Chibi, you're at least you've prepared, but what are you actually trying to do?
He wanted to do like a full-on sprint. So would this be like athletics?
Oh,
like
and
trying-
athletics, the getting the timing right, and just like
Just
Yeah.
power on through. And he's like calling back
Freddy's gonna do it as
inspirationally
well.
to the others, like, "Let's do this, my fellow comrades."
you're doing the inspirational speech and the charge. 18 is enough. You get your timing right and your inspirational speech, and you just run through, and as fire is bathing above you, and it's spectacular to look.
Yeah, the 18 is for Sir Fatty.
Oh, you
I
both
rolled a
do it. Oh,
22. Yeah, we both.
both.
ran. Yeah.
Just like yeah. What's our robot Sherain going?
Okay, so I'm looking around for only kids. So I'm gonna look around and see if there's any kids around, and then we'll try this thing again. Because now I'm only afraid of kids. So let's see, any kids? I don't see any kids. And so I'm gonna just keep doing my robot thing, but I'm gonna be going like this more faster and looking for more
Robot
kids.
scoot.
Yeah, just trying to use the luck. Just bet on luck to make sure you don't get hit.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yep.
You make it through. You make it through, but you come to the evil of all adventures. A wooden fence.
Oh no. Well,
Right.
Sherain would tell me just to crash through this fence, but I don't think so. It looks.
Would you like me to use you as a battering ram?
Could use your head
I mean,
as a
I
battering ram.
I don't like when she plays rough with me. And that's all the time.
So, looking around, is there any junk that we can use as like to make an improvised slingshot or whatever?
Let's
I
call
was
for
gonna.
cracks in the wooden slats.
Yeah, cracks in the slats or like a hole underneath that we can climb through. Maybe dig it out a little bit and climb underneath, rather than trying to, go up.
Yeah.
6
Actually,
feet
how
high.
thick are how thick is the fence? Because Brax is only tiny.
Well, Brax being tiny, Brax could probably even slip through a crack, like through the slats of the fence, with a squeeze, with a acrobatic squeeze,
All right.
of course. But the others, you'll start looking through for.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe use my survival skill to dig a little hole underneath that we can.
Mm-hmm.
Is that,
What about
yeah.
what about Robot Sherain? How's Robot Sherain going? What's her thoughts?
Well,
Rolls are amazing.
Sherain would want me to run through this fence. Just
Athletics,
like a very
then.
tough robot, so I'm gonna do it.
Athletics, go
Did
for
you
it.
see how I jumped off before? I was so brave.
Can
felt
I-
like my-
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
made
the
out of metal,
bravery.
so
Yeah.
you are
I was
your
gonna-
own battle.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
As Sir Fatty Flubberflam is digging is scouring the dirt from underneath, just to get a little bit of a hole going. Right above him is that clang as you hit right above where he's digging, and looks up.
Yeah. You know how those walking toys, they just hit a wall, fall over, and are still just walking on the ground?
I'll give you an assist for your digging with the legs still moving.
I was gonna look for it, if there was a noticeable weak point in the wall for me to then use my
To pry
shield to
open.
bash through.
See, that uses intelligence or perception. Can I get an intelligence or perception, please? You find a weak spot. Can I get an strength, like a athletics though, to pry it open? This will be
Yep.
a 2-part. Okay, that the DC would be much lower. So compared to Sharon's just flat bang. which 9 wouldn't have been. Yes. So you find a weak spot and you just pry it open with your shield, enough for you to scrape yourself through, but it'll fire back where, like, after you get through. Like, you're more like squeezing it, you're pushing it out the way instead of like totally smashing it. It'll snap back into place.
Okay.
So with a 15, with the assist of the legs going, the hole is big enough for even Flatty to dig underneath.
To roll underneath.
Mm-hmm. With Sharon, Robot Sharon.
Yeah, and I grab Robot Sharon's as she's lying on the ground and drag her underneath.
Oh, thanks.
So if I'm already on the other side, I'll help as well. Just like expedite the process.
Did I smash through the oh, sorry.
You made it to the other side.
I
Congratulations.
did it. Wow, I'm really good at this adventuring stuff. I should be more brave.
And at the end of the on the other side of the fence, you now look up, and there are kids everywhere. You have reached a playground.
Oh no!
A night playground?
Kids are the worst.
Apparently. It's
Well, if it's where the people drop off their kids when they're at the night market, they drop them off at the night playground, which is supervised. So the parents can have some time.
There you go. Wait, I saved that one. it's the night daycare.
In the chase scene, there is crowd, and it's like, what would be the most fearsome crowd for toys? Kids.
All right, I've got this. I've got it.
Let's see if this works again. And just going to use ghost sound to make the sound of just some scary monster coming from where
you are.
Make it me, and I will do an impressive performance and try and scare them. It's about the only skill I've got. So if you make me sound like a monster, and then I will try a perform check and scare them away.
Do a perform check.
What?
See, I could be really mean and going, oh look, there's a new toy that does sound as well, and they come towards you. But no, I think that's amazing. Working together with a spell and a feat.
Yeah.
The kids run, like, and you clear that no problem.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Scaring
Like
children.
you clear it by everybody, for everybody's opinion. It is now that you see up ahead that dark figure go into a building, a hall-like building. Dimly, like, you can't see any light inside. Like,
We have dark vision.
oh, do you all have dark vision? God, that sucks.
Yeah, it's racial.
It's part of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those that have come in as well, this is our main character's toys as our Christmas special. The main characters are protecting the main characters are asleep in bed, and an assailant came in to do something, but was interrupted. And although they've got a note, they cannot read it. And you see in front of you this building, of course, because now you've got dark vision. Yeah, everyone does apparently. And so you've there's a sign above the door.
Can we read that
What?
sign?
You can.
Is it in common?
It's
Is
in
it
common. Orphanage of Broken Dreams.
Ah.
A bit,
That's so sad.
a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
No orphanage.
They may as well have just called it the Dead Parent Orphanage or something like that.
That'd be the perfect
Okay.
name for an orphanage.
Yeah. Or the fuck you, you're not getting adopted orphanage.
Their Iron Will, after reading the name, is going to be like, I know the children all around us is like, Comrades, be careful. This is our nightmare.
Yeah. Oh no. I hate children, but orphans are the worst.
And we're going to we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. This is only like a very short thing. It's an improv. We're having fun, and again, yes, this is just a fun way of ending the year. Taking a side step away from our normal. What are we? 46, 47 episodes in to our normal campaign. So we'll be back shortly. I'll change up the sounds and the audio, and yeah, we'll be back soon. So stick around. I'm already on top of it. We're back! Thank you for sticking around.
Ooh.
And apologies for the ads. It just kind of gets rid of the pre-roll ads for people that are coming to the show. So that's why we kind of run them in the breaks where we can. But we are back. We have gotten to the Orphanage of the Broken Dreams. The door is slightly ajar in the dark moonlight.
Does the building look abandoned or condemned or anything like that?
The windows have shutters, have like boards across them rather than shutters in places.
Uh-huh.
Were the kids in the playground area, is that playground area attached to the orphanage?
No, but it's just down the
okay.
road. No.
Okay.
Are there... So behind any of the boards or anything, is there any lights?
The door is ajar, so to get up, like there's no real lights coming from inside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like a completely abandoned building. All right.
Bravely stride towards that door.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah, there's only one.
Sir Iron will be next to me.
Yeah.
Only one place to go, and yeah,
I like have -2 stealth because of my armor, but I also think Iron Will isn't the type to be quiet. So he's going to try and pretend to be quiet, but he's really just going, quickly, comrades, let us go forth.
So, teams of 2?
Yep.
Sure.
Well, the two champions will enter in first, bravely.
Okay. So as the two champions enter into this darkened hallway, or not a hallway, but it's actually a hall. You can see beds on both sides, double beds, like bunk beds on either side, along this long area. In the middle is a decrepit-looking Christmas tree with what looks to be bags and purses and pouches, backpacks, each with a little piece of string with a bow tied up underneath the Christmas tree. And you see young humans and other races, other ancestries, I should say, sleeping in the beds.
Any movement
There's a door.
from the figure who came in?
There's no movement. You can hear snoring from some of the children. You can see a door at the very end of the room, some 40 feet away.
Okay.
The space between the beds is also about 10 feet, with another 5 feet on top of that for each bed, so to speak.
Are the beds against the walls, or are they just filling the entire space like a
They're coming inwards from the walls.
Okay.
About 5 feet, and there's spaces between them, and they're just going down through. So, but between the beds is about a 10-foot hole, like 10-foot clear walkway,
Okay. All right.
which goes about 40 feet, with the tree in the middle.
Okay.
And there's a door at the other end of it.
And a door at the other end. No lights are on.
Okay. Looking in, does it look clear under each bed?
Under each bed, you see that there's boxes of things. You see shoes, clothing, things like that. Can I get a perception check as you look deeper? You see toys, spinning tops, other things that have been collected. I mean, it's like it's pretty dirty. This is not a place which is clean, and it doesn't look like this is an official orphanage of the city. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to sneak across the hall, close to the beds on one side, and just making sure not to wake any of the children.
Okay. So right or left hand side?
Left.
Okay, so you start sneaking down the left. Can I get a roll, please?
All right. I'll re-roll that.
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
Yes,
really,
I'm sure.
Really sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Roll a 1. Oh!
Better.
So you start sneaking down the left-hand side. You see that there's chests and there's other things also further down between the beds, between the bunk beds, and you're using those for cover. You see also some cabinets which you're using for cover. Everything is decrepit. Everything is old and worn, and wool has been maybe even taken from the streets. You get about halfway along to the tree. Like about halfway down the room, at about that 20 feet down into the room. And you can see the tree clearly now. There's the presents under the tree are purses that have been stolen. Other things that have been stolen. And each one of them has just a piece of string tied around it as a bow, as a present to open.
Kind of turned into Oliver Twist. It's going to be, what's his name? Fannigan? The horrible orphanage owner? That's the guy that's stealing all of our stuff, probably.
Yeah, his name's Flabberflam.
So
Brax is about halfway down.
Yeah. I can't sneak, so I'm just going to walk.
I'm walking but underneath the beds because I want to look for if they had any sort of like building block toys. I want to try to find one so I can like use it as like a makeshift caltrop underneath the person's feet if we come across them.
You want to put
like
the Lego out. Put the Lego out on the floor.
Do a search as you're going. You're not doing quietly, but you're not doing sneakily. You're more actively searching.
I'm going slowly.
You're going slowly.
Yeah. So perception?
Mm-hmm. How is Robot Sherain going? What is Robot Sherain doing in this room?
I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I think I'm just gonna list.
Just follow me. Just follow me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll just. I'll
down the
keep
middle
doing
of the
my
room.
robot.
Just walk right down the middle.
Yeah. I don't know why we're here, but I don't want to be here by myself, standing left. So. Okay.
So you start walking down the middle of the room.
I don't like these kids.
Not stealthily, but it's just like we're just going down here, just focused on going straight.
Yeah. Yep.
So Iron Will of the Brave finds a bag of marbles.
Brilliant. Not as painful as Lego, but sure, that'll do.
Mm-hmm. And as you're walking through, as you're moving through, I would say it's Brax that knows it first. Movement from underneath the beds.
Okay. What do I see? What it is?
Shadows at first, but it's quickly diminished by the fact that you can see everything. Dark vision, of course, hides all the mystery. You see, at first, a spinning top starts moving faster and faster, and like goes up on its point and starts spinning.
Oh. Just going to whisper, guys, we got trouble, and going to cast shield.
Okay.
As you cast shield, you see the spinning top start moving into the aisle, into the middle between these two, and then you see another one moving to the. They're just rotating around each other, and they're at speed at this point. You see behind you two moldy dolls flop out of bed and onto the ground and start moving to behind, like moving to block the door behind you. And a toy soldier walk out from behind one of the chests, shield up, sword in hand. Oh, we're talking about this big, but hey, shield up and sword in hand, and key winding behind it.
Okay.
Do you do anything apart from the shield?
Yeah, I draw my knitting needle and shield as well.
Yeah, so
Looks
I
like-
look around
looks like
they're
action.
doing something. Bzzz, shields up. Bzzz.
Yeah, I'll slowly lower my bag of marbles and just make sure I've got my shield and longsword
Are
in
we doing
hand.
this? Are we really doing
And then I'll call out, do any of you read?
this? What?
Do any of them read? Because we have the note.
You look at the dolls behind. The dolls probably the closest to I was about to say to Tayla, to Sir Will the Brave, so Iron Will the Brave, and you see like the eyes, the buttons of the eyes just hanging there.
Probably not then.
The soldier at the end, the knight, says, "You are trespassing on our land. We must defend the castle. To arms,
What?
my friends!"
Well, you see, you trespassed on our land first. This is the retaliation strike.
Will I be able to use stealth for initiative?
Yes, those are what you're doing. We'll be able to use those bits for the initiative.
Yes.
Okay, so with the turn order, Sir Fatty, you act first in the turn order at 24.
I will just go towards the closest enemy to me, which would probably be the dolls, is it?
Yeah, the dolls are at the back. So there's two dolls at the back. There's spinning tops which are around midway, and the knight is on the other side, like the furthest away.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just move up to one of the dolls. There's an action, and then stick it with my knitting needle.
Okay, stick the doll with the knitting needle. That sounds really wrong. Wow. With a 17, you stick the doll with the knitting needle and go straight in and straight out. Pouring, there's no blood, but a little bit of fluff. And like, the stuffing comes out because it's a doll.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You should start to unravel it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still standing in front of me.
It's
after
still
I
standing
stick
in
it.
front. Yep.
So I will use my last action to raise my shield or attack. Attack.
Okay, so you attack for a second try. Again, piercing the knitting needle and pulling it out. Again, just that little bit of fluff comes out from the tiny hole that you make. Doing another 10 piercing damage. And it falls down. This time you must have pierced through its little. Like, as you pull the knitting needle out, a little piece of like material in the shape of a red heart comes out with it, and it falls to the ground.
Moment of like self-awareness. Go, do I have one of those inside me as well?
No.
Taking out doll 1.
And that's turn.
End of turn. So the spinning top 2. Spinning top has a little bit of a mechanism going on here. Let's see what they do. Okay, the spinning top 2 starts spinning up faster and faster and faster, and then starts getting a bit more shaky in its actions. And we've got 4 people. Gets a bit shaky in its actions, and it starts moving towards it. It angles itself and starts moving towards it and racing down the corridor, angling itself at Sir Fatty Flabberflam.
Mm-hmm.
With an 18 to hit. Why am I rolling? I've got real dice. With an 18 to hit,
Yep, that's a
it
hit.
does hit, dealing a full 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it bounces off you.
Mhm.
Do you have an attack of opportunity?
No, I do not.
And it moves, and it keeps on moving, and hits the wall, and then starts moving back. It only has 1 attack, but it does some damage on that 1 attack. So Iron Wheel at
Wait,
36.
what? Yeah, I'm looking at that going, when did that happen?
What?
I should only be at like, what, 18?
What did you do?
Stuff. Just ignore the stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
I will move out from underneath the bed to help my fellow champion out in the front lines.
Mm-hmm.
So movement, and then first act. Is there? Well, I guess move past him. So what would be next within range going forward? Would
Well,
it be the spinning top?
that top just hit me.
So the
Yeah.
spinning top is in the area. You can move towards the spinning top, or there's the second doll's in the area as well. They're the ones closest to the door, unless you want to go towards the tree, which has 1 spinning top.
No, I think
And
we're
the
going towards
knight.
The knight is
door.
further than the tree.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I'll start clearing the way towards the door. So I might go for the doll.
Okay.
So I'll attack with my longsword for justice.
Take your longsword. With a 17, you slice into the material of the doll, and you see the exposed fluff inside. It looks dirty.
This is why you need to be well maintained. And then he's gonna like bring the sword back around and kind of go for a cross slash.
A cross slash.
Oh wait, that was a longbow. Whoops.
That-
Sorry.
Second
Nope,
attack.
Yes. Oh no, that doesn't miss.
And I had the wrong music on all this time. Those
And then
two
he's
is
like, "Oh, this is why I shouldn't say bad things. Apologies. You're doing
apologizing
the best you
now.
can with your conditions."
Okay. Brax.
Alright. Come to me, my minion, and Brax is going to cast Summon Construct.
What?
Toy with a summoning.
Hey, well,
And
that's
just
good.
going to summon right next to the knight an animated broom.
Okay.
You're summoning a broom. Okay.
This is
Swatch
like-
the knight.
So the broom would be like an actual real broom, like real size, not toy
Yeah.
size. I just find this hilarious. This is like you summoning a kaiju to a battle with toys. Rah, it's a broom.
The knight
Oh
looks
no,
up.
Brumera! Brumera!
The knight looks up, and like you see a couple of bolts hit the floor
Oh
from
no!
behind it. Maybe a couple of nuts hit the floor from behind it. You think it
Right.
just shat itself.
Okay. So the animated broom attacks twice.
Okay.
Alright. Let me see. This would be plus. Alright. Let's see.
I'm just looking at your initiative because I've stuffed that up to 17.
Alright. I'll use another hero point for that one.
With a roll of 10, you using another hero point to not roll 10,
Roll 9 instead.
and you rolled 9 instead.
Oh my god.
That's one attack.
Yeah.
Now it has
the
a
second attack because this is agile.
So as the broom comes down to sweep it out the way, the knight parries it with his shield, and then it comes back and he parries it with the sword.
Yeah. No luck.
No luck. No luck at all. Doll number 2 finally gets to move. The doll number 2... I've got one spinning top. I need to have 2. Oh no, they're both there. Cool. The doll number 2 was into close combat, I believe, with Sir Iron Will. So let's roll some real
Next
dice.
to me.
Hmm?
I'm there too.
You're there too?
I
You
think
are?
so.
So
So just watch yourself.
the doll moves its stuffed hand and just swipes and slaps at Sir Iron Will with a 19
That'll just hit. Yeah. Actually, no, yeah, that hits. I didn't raise my shield. Yes.
for 2 points of damage. With a 20, sorry, misses for the second attack, and the third attack is a miss.
I
I
think that's for
accept
me.
your challenge.
Robot Sharon.
Okay, so I was nervous a second ago, but now I see my friend getting attacked. I'm like, okay. Sherain says you're very brave and an indestructible robot. That's me. I'm an indestructible robot. And so I attacked that toy that
Doll?
was just. What was the toy that was just right next to me?
It's a doll. It's a,
doll,
it's like
okay,
it's a
okay.
crappy old doll which has been found, which has been in the gutter for many years, and then
I'm
been found.
indestructible. I am the robot Sherain, the indestructible. And I'm gonna attack with just my sword. Nice.
Wow, with a 3, the AC is not that, but oh my god, you just missed.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll then. Reroll. Why not? I gotta use my points here, right? Bam!
With a
Ooh, I can-
16.
I can see a story arc forming here.
With a 16, you slash into the fabric, revealing even more stuffing. Still not dead.
Yes, look at me. Okay, so now I'm gonna use. Now I'm like feeling brave, so I'm gonna use exacting strike. This is gonna be my second attack, but if I miss, it does not affect my
Mm-hmm.
multiple attack.
Go for
penalties. Bam! Oh, and I feel like $1 million.
Ooh.
Pick a card.
Ooh, I'll take card number 3. I am an indestructible robot. Sherain was right.
And you are slashing.
If you see me excited, but like the spinning, like my wind-up thing is unwinding extra fast.
Okay. You cut off its arm.
Whoa, look at me!
And stuffing starts flowing out. It's still there, but you cut off its arm.
Ah. Weak toys.
You have disarmed it, you could say.
And then I'll raise my shield.
Raise your shield. The knight at the end of the room spouts out. That should be an 8. Everything's moving. I've stuffed all that up. The knight.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, just ignore the I don't listen to you, but I'm about to say just ignore the turn order. But either way,
That's fine.
the numbers at least. The knight calls out from the end of the room. We must have vengeance. Summon the elder.
Oh God.
Oh,
And you can hear that a call comes out, almost a harmonic call comes out from the doll and from the spinning tops. The spinning tops are moving at such a speed that they start
Like
humming,
hum.
and then you hear the movement. You feel the movement. The floor actually is moving from underneath you. You look down the end of the hall, and there's a giant, massive, 6-foot tall teddy bear.
oh no!
Only we made ourselves taller, but nope.
How dare you! You face an indestructible robot.
I will avenge the fallen children. It calls out to the room, and yet the children totally oblivious to all this happening. That's the knight's go, summoning the elder. Spinning
I
top.
thought it might have been like a Cthulhu plushie or something. But...
Yeah. So.
I didn't think that. I didn't.
No. Okay. It looks like the form of a teddy bear, but then someone has stitched on little like tentacle things.
Tentacles hanging down.
Yeah.
For it.
Still a teddy bear. It's fine. They
It's
couldn't afford the
Ted
real
Cthulhu.
thing, so
Yeah.
this was like the next best.
Ted Cthulhu is now in the context. I really didn't think of that one. Thank you for that one. Let's do this. Ted Cthulhu. Add to the turn order. 13. Which moves up to, I think, there, but that's already done. The spinning top. Now, again, moving about the space and spinning at full speed. Let's see what it does. Why am I doing that? I should be rolling real dice because I've got real dice for once. It can act. It can actually act. This time it moves down. It moves down through combat and it starts moving towards the combat at the front door with the doll who's been disarmed and Sir Fatty, Flabberflam, Robot Sherain, and Sir Iron Will the Brave.
And there's a top on me as well already. The first top.
Well, yeah. Well, it's
Not
in that
there.
area. It's not immediately there, but it is in that area. And it starts moving towards that. This one actually goes after Sir Iron Will the Brave. And again, real dice.
I will face you.
And it comes through with a 23 to hit.
That definitely hit.
Taking 5 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, as it bounces off you, and then goes, hits the door area, and then comes back into the room. And if anyone's got a attack of opportunity, please make it at the front door.
All right, I got one. I got one. Finally,
Yeah.
I could say yes to that.
Yeah.
Oh no, reroll. Reroll.
Should it up to a card?
Oh,
Did
geez.
actually it might not be attack of opportunity, but does Dr. Oblong's character have retributive strike? And I would have been hit within 15 feet of you.
That only works if it attacks somebody other than him.
Yeah, it attacked.
And I got attacked.
She got attacked. Yeah. Where was that?
If
That's
you have
on
it.
features or something.
It could be a higher level than you currently have.
I've got it.
Yeah, no, I've got
Okay.
Where-
Yeah, you get at first level.
So 13 is a miss for the spinning top as it flies past you. It made of wood. It's going to be hard to get any damage onto it with a slashing weapon. So Faddy, I think we're at the start of the turn order again at 24, not 48. It's timesing them by numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it's doubling them
just-
every time
yeah.
for some reason.
Me. No.
Oh. Yes.
Are you pressing anyway?
Alright, so I should definitely be healing myself. Lay on hands. You also get a 2 to your AC. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's if the target is one of your allies.
Okay. They gain AC.
So if you want, you heal me and I can return the favor as well. Because I've also got lay on hands.
And we both get the
Yeah.
AC bonuses.
This is a champion of Kaiden Klein, so he can't be a paladin anyway.
Either way,
No.
we don't care about
Yeah.
rules. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna heal myself for 6 for one
Okay.
action because I definitely need that. So I was looking very, very bad after getting walloped by a spinning top, and that spinning top that hit me in the back, I'm gonna spin around and stick it with my knitting needle.
Mm-hmm.
With a re-roll on that one, please.
Reroll on that one. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Reroll on that one. A 12 again. You pierce it, and the spinning, the friction of the spin, like as you pierce, it throws your needle to a side. Doesn't not out of your hand, but just it pushes it off.
Yeah.
You might
Feeling...
you might have to try to do something differently with these.
Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna tackle it
Okay.
with my last.
We rolled so well on the chase scene.
Yeah.
You go to like body slam.
So many
totally
18s.
miss.
Would you like to reroll again? I believe you still got. Oh wait, I just took off the one person today.
You took off one. I think I've got 2 left. So yeah,
Okay.
why not?
You
Let's
were
do it.
on 5. And I think I've just taken that off Game Reaper. So I'll put that one back.
That looks better. A 19
Yeah,
athletics.
I think
Try
you've got
and-
3 left. So with the 19 athletics, you charge in and you hit the spinning top, and it starts wobbling. With the 19, it starts moving, it starts wobbling, and it's still there. You haven't physically done something, but you think you've done you haven't physically damaged it, but you think you've done something. Its momentum is just well off, like right off at the moment, especially compared to the other one.
And that's my last action.
Okay. So the spinning. Do you want to roll a D2, please? Because there is 2 spinning tops in that area,
Yep.
and one's about to act.
So,
At 23, not 20.
does that work? No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it did
Just
feel-
half it. Okay.
I
So
rolled
2.
it, yeah.
So the one which is about to act, it tries to stabilize itself. It does not, and it starts going underneath the beds and gets caught up in the clothing, and is essentially slowed down and tangled up, and is out of combat.
Nice.
So Iron Wheel.
All right. So there's a doll near me, and there's another top as well in the area.
That's correct. Doll 2 and Top 1.
All right.
Ted Thulu is in the other end of the room.
Alright. So, since I just kind of come out from under the beds, do I know if there is like something like a fallen handkerchief or sock that I
There's
can kind
socks
of
there, clothing. That
Brilliant.
what would
so-
kids have underneath their beds
Definitely dirty socks.
or clothing? Or I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. He'll. I guess. First action is movement to go back under the bed. Second one to pick up a sock, and a third one to try and throw it at the top. Just like heft it over. Just go. Whoa.
Okay. Do an improvised throw.
What would that be?
Ranged attack. Is I think a -2 for the improvise.
All right. So I'll just go. That -2 is 21.
It was a crit anyway.
This is going to be weird. I might have to use spell.
Ew.
Do you have sock on that card?
It's going to be like a nasty sauce.
Well, no,
attack.
but I do have bomb. I do have bomb spell, which is probably more appropriate.
Oh.
So the target is sickened.
So it was a smelly sock.
Apparently so. The target is sickened substantially. Sickened 3. As
Ooh.
like it tangles up, it's now sitting on it. Like it's just tangled up and it's spinning with it at the moment. So spinning top 1 is tangled and sickened. Well, not tangled, but just sickened. Okay. That's all 3. We're down to Brax now.
All right. First action, I'm going to sustain a spell, so that it will just attack twice again against the knight. So, first attack, come on. Much better.
Oh, again!
What?
Wait, that's an attack. Wait, what am I looking at?
No.
I'm looking at the other thing. Gotcha. 21. It hits the knight.
Alright. So, that is...
I was looking. I just saw the green of the longbow strike instead. So it does D4 damage to the knight.
Yep, and it has to make fortitude save.
It is a knight. I believe 17 plus is going to be good enough.
Yeah. Alright, so...
But it does take damage.
Yep. It'll make its second attack.
And 9 is not enough.
Okay. Alright, and...
Then you're sustaining, so you got 2 more actions.
Yep. Alright, so where exactly is this Tetbulu?
He's at the end of the room. He hasn't moved in. He's like essentially at the door at the end of the room, and he's moving towards.
Alright, how fast?
You don't know.
It hasn't had a turn yet.
It hasn't moved yet. Or essentially, it's come out of where it was, but otherwise hasn't moved
Okay.
yet.
I'm going to acid splash it.
You're going to bleach it. As you throw bleach, acid, alkaline, almost the same. You can describe how it works.
Okay. Yeah, just going to just a glob of acid just appears in Brax's little wooden clawed hand, and he just chucks it as it just hits Tetbulu in the side.
Taking 4 points of acid damage plus initial 1 splash, so 5 total.
Yep. And that splash should be able to get the knight as well.
The knight is close. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yep. And splash the knight as well. Yeah.
It'll also hit the broom then,
And your broom.
because the broom's in is fighting the knight. So if it hits the knight, it hits the broom.
Yeah, the broom's fine.
Okay. So, you've done your acid splash. We then move to Doll 2,
Doll 2
who's been
down.
disarmed.
Yeah, he's got one arm left and must be looking really bad. Like quite gory for a toy.
He's looking really bad. Like there's, as it's moving, more fluff is coming out of it. It's just like it's not like, it's more, how can I put it? It's less substantial than it once
Well,
was.
shoot.
There's
No,
a less
Imagine
than
a
stuff.
zombie stuffed toy now, just like
Essentially, yeah. And you've got multiple attacks here. Multiple big targets, I should say. Actually, no, there's 3 of you there, so I should roll that one.
I did move under the bed.
You did, so I'll take the first one. Which is it's a fatty flabber flam that he attacks. Missing with its one arm.
I have a really bad AC, so just to let you know.
12.
13. So it just
Okay.
misses.
The second one is a hit then,
Okay.
with the minus penalty to attack. Second attack is a hit, doing all of, where am I? All of 1 point of damage.
1 point.
Now there's got less impact from the stuffing.
Smears its paw against your face.
And because
How are you going?
apparently this is a thing.
Oh! It did a critical fail. Which
Did a
part?
critical fail.
Oh, the critical failed and still hit me. The middle one.
Middle one.
Number 2.
It is melee. And as it tries to hit you for its last attack, it's just wavering there. Like there's so much stuffing that's like it's come out of it. It's just like it's just balancing, like almost about to fall down.
So I'm guessing it's flat-footed or something.
Or stunned too.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to
Sharon
last
going for
more
the
than
kill.
Robot Sharon.
No, because I'm pretty sure Robot Sharon's just about to stick it in with her longsword.
Go Robot Sharon.
All right. So sorry. Here you go.
You're not sorry.
No, not. No, I'm
No, you're
feeling
not.
brave. I've become the robot I've always wanted to be.
And that hits.
Boom.
You describe your mutilation.
Okay, so the doll's arm is already off and it's flailing, ready to try an attack. Robot Sharon comes up behind. I am the toughest robot ever, and decapitates it.
And then stuffing just like a Japanese anime, it's just stuffing flying out of its neck.
The stuffing flies out.
Yeah.
The body falls down, and the head, after a while, then falls down. There's that pause.
Yeah.
You still
And
have
its
2 more
eyes are
actions.
like 2 X's. You know, it's like 2 stitched X's. All of a sudden. All right. Woo! Okay. So then
Yeah.
So there's still the
There's still-
sock top.
There's still
Yeah,
a spinning
Top
top.
still.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
The
move
sock
over
top,
toward.
yes.
I'm gonna move over toward the top. That'll take 1 action. Like I'm emboldened now, so I'm gonna try to stab down onto the top to stop it from spinning.
Can I have a fortitude save, please?
Fortitude save.
Off
You
the sock.
The
From the
stinky
sock.
Whoa.
Because it's funnier this way. I think that's a pass.
Nice.
I would say that's a
I'm
pass.
a robot.
But there's a
Plus I'm
stench
robot.
that's just been amplified by the amount that it's spinning through the air.
Really, that thing smells kind of bad, but
It
I'm a
does.
robot. I can handle it. Here we go. Great.
Hopefully that doesn't wake
Oh.
up the kids.
Ooh.
No, the kids are oblivious to all the noise going on. A 6 is a miss of the spinning
Look at
top.
that damage roll.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
You
it's
the
have
only thing in
you
that
have
was
hero
just-
points.
I don't want to.
It's a second attack.
I'll reroll. I'll reroll.
Okay, you reroll.
Oh god.
And roll 2.
No.
You go from a 3 to a 2, a 6
Nice.
to a 5, and you still miss. The damage would have been better, but
Yeah, look
you
at
need
that.
to hit. Teddy Thulu finally acts. Teddy Thulu, about the size of the broom which it is facing currently, kicks the broom from underneath, but the broom swiftly moves out the way from being tripped, from being kicked over. He then tries to grapple the broom.
Okay.
He gets his hands between it. What will be the thoughts? What will be the save for the broom?
For a
Grapple.
grapple. Grapple's target.
It might be yours if it's match
I have the stat block for
for a broom.
Anime broom. Yeah. Hold on. It's
Why would there be a stat block? Really?
because
Flying
because
swords
that's
and
how
stuff.
the spell works.
I
You
know,
need to summon
yeah.
a specific
I know,
creature.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing of that level that I could do.
So if he tries to grapple, what's my DC?
Okay. DC of 13.
Misses with a 12.
Okay.
And then moves past the knight and towards Brax. If the knight, if the broom has an attack of opportunity, you can do it, but it's moving out of its range towards Brax.
Alright. How much did it move?
It lumbers. You think with its size, it could cover a long distance. But you don't know how much. The knight at the end of the room says, "Run away! Run away! Run away!" and starts moving towards the beds and hiding.
Huh.
Okay.
And he's now off for the turn order.
Oh.
He's taken damage. And just because you're a knight doesn't mean you're brave.
Yeah, you don't have to be brave. We've all seen Monty Python.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I was hearing.
If you track down the knight, on his feet is brave Sir Robin. There you go. Spinning top. Sorry, stinky top. Is spinning around. It is second 3. I'm applying that to my other roll, which is happening here. It doesn't actually do anything this round. It is struggling to find a target or control because it is spinning. Sir Fatty.
I've got to use it, but because it works for a stuffed teddy so well, I use my domain
Overstuff.
spell of overstuff. So it doesn't get filled with food, it gets filled with extra stuffing, is what we're saying for a bit of flavor text
Yeah.
there.
I-
So it needs to make a saving throw against a 15. Wow, I didn't think it'd be that high.
Wait, are you targeting the top or the?
I'm targeting the teddy,
Oh, okay, I was gonna say like what?
big
Yeah.
teddy Thulu.
Okay.
Just to make sure, did you make sure to set your saving throws to use your charisma?
I'm good with 15. It fails. I'm just
It
trying to find
fails?
out what it does.
On a failure, the target is sickened and it takes a negative 10 to its movement.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I
That's
think
certainly
that's
going
going to
to-
help. Yeah, that's going to
Yeah.
help Brax with it trying to walk down on him. So
Yeah.
that's 2 actions, and then my last action would be to raise my shield. Actually, do that.
Okay. So Iron Will.
He wants to take out the top because that's like the kind of last thing that's kind of in the area before the big boss fight. So I think he wants to move towards it, but he doesn't quite want to grapple it because of the stinky sock. So he just kind of wants to kind of roundhouse kick it to make it like topple over and just collapse underneath the sock. So an unarmed attack.
So are you trying to essentially topple it over?
Yeah, essentially, because
Okay.
I saw how well it worked.
Yeah. With a 26, you knock it off its axis. It was already struggling, and it starts moving around, and it hits a wall, then hits the wall again, then hits the wall again, and starts moving against the wall around the building until it ends up around underneath the bed and hits clothing and stops.
Awesome. So that was 2 actions, and then I'll use the 3rd action to heal. So that is, I think, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Back to Brax. There's only one
Okay.
target in the room.
Yeah, alright.
Ted Thulu,
So,
who's moving towards you.
yeah, okay. So going to use an action to sustain the spell. How far away is the bear from the broom?
About 10 feet.
Okay, alright. So its first action, it's going to move up to it. And its second action, it's going to attack. Come on. Yes.
Actually, it was about 15, but yeah, I'm sure they can fit. I'm sure it can still do that range.
Yeah.
With a 21, you attack Ted Thulu, the overstuffed teddy bear.
Does it hit?
Yeah, 21, you hit
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
right.
sorry.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry.
And it has to make a fortitude save.
Nice rolls on
Or be
the
swept.
D4s here.
The fortitude fails.
Okay. It must spend its first action on its next turn coughing as just dust gets
Sweeps
into
of dust.
I'll alter that a little bit. It must spend first action next turn picking off dust bunnies from itself.
It's clinging to it.
That's now clinging to it. Because it doesn't cough. But that's just okay. What a are you doing anything else?
Right.
That's just
So. Okay, I'm going to. I'll try acid splashing it again.
okay.
On.
An attack of 17, it hits. Dealing all of 1 point of acid damage and 1 point of splash.
Yeah.
There we go. And the broom also takes it, but that's that's the thing. Robot Sherain.
How far am I away from Ted Thulu? Because
I would say maybe 2 moves.
2 moves.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take my 2 moves.
yeah. It'd be
Oh,
just
God.
more than 1 move, so it'd be 2 moves.
That's fine. Here I go. Ready? And then I'm gonna blast it with my longsword, feeling brave
Mm-hmm.
and robotic.
With a 17, wait, I'm still on that one. Sorry, with the 15.
And, yeah.
With a 15, you charge up, like your key is working overdrive, and the spring is sprung well, and you charge up through the room and just slash through its ankles with your sharpened little blade, and the stuffing just shoots out, almost as if it's overstuffed stuffing
Really?
that shoots out, doing 11 points of slashing damage.
That was satisfying.
Yeah. You just make a hole and then suddenly shoot.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey.
And that's
I'm
all
a
3
dangerous
actions.
toy.
Ted Thulu, though, you are in range. It's just out of range from Brax, so it's going to try to stomp on Robot Sherain.
You can't stomp on a robot with a
Yeah, I was
big
gonna say,
stuffed
standing on a
animal.
robot toy, the equivalent of standing on a giant Lego.
Yes, but this is a teddy bear. It doesn't have that. Doesn't have feeling on the legs. The foot comes down. The other foot, the overstuffed foot, comes down and just slams down on the ground with a 25 to hit.
Oof. You didn't crit me though.
Wasn't a crit, no. let the dark harvest begin.
Oh,
As the
God.
foot comes down, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And those in the other end of the room, not you, because you're kind of underneath it right now, but those at the other end of the room can see the eyes starting to glow. A white light starting to come from these eyes. For a second attack, it's going to try to kick you.
Oh no.
12's gonna miss.
We're gonna need a miss. Yes.
And then the third one, the third ability, it's gonna spend time and its eyes start it's like the
It
light
only
in
got
the
2
eyes.
actions. It only got 2 actions.
Oh, that's
this
right. It's
round,
only got 2.
remember?
That's right. Yep, done. Because it spends its first picking the dust bunnies off. True.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Lucky. So Fatty.
All right.
See you, Fatty.
Fatty is going to take his 2 moves to get up close to it. And then... yeah, it's just going to have to be the knitting needle. Not many options with a level 1 character.
And a critical.
But that looks fantastic. I'll take that.
Yeah.
The middle one, please.
Piercing. Triple.
So
So
we'll
26.
add the 9 to the 17.
You unpick the seam of its foot
Yeah.
with 26 points of damage.
Wow. 26.
What does deadly mean?
It's a bigger dice.
Yeah,
When
it
it's
definitely means you add that extra bit of damage whenever you roll a crit.
So I roll another D8 as well of damage.
I think that's already included.
It's already included generally.
It already figures it out for you.
I have to do
Cool.
calculator here. That's bad. That's a lot of damage. It's still up though,
Oh, that's my turn.
and that's your
It's all
turn.
right. We'll finish it off.
How far away is it from Sir Ironwill the Brave?
Two move actions.
yeah.
Been
2
saying.
moves?
2 moves. Yep.
All right. I'll can I flank it with between myself and Sir Fatty?
Do you want to risk it?
What do you mean?
It might have an attack of opportunity. He's saying.
Well, I'm already far away, so I'm coming in
Yeah.
around.
It's big. It's big enough that you can. It's big enough that
If
multiple
you
people can
go
face in
next
front
to
of.
Sir Fatty, it's probably already getting flanked by the broom.
True.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I will go stand side by side with Sir Fatty, and then I will go and strike it with my long sword.
With the flanking, you hit.
It'll hit.
Oh, good! 11 slashing.
How do you want to describe? It's all
Oh,
you.
Oh, you've taken it
Okay.
down. Nice.
Sir Ironwill strides forward with great purpose and will go forth, and as he gets close, will slash its feet, causing it to he'll slash it behind the knees, causing it to fall down further, and as it does, he stabs his sword into its gut, and then does as it's falling, he uses its own weight to cut up its belly and then out. Almost
And-
cutting it in half.
And stuffing just flies all over you.
All over him, and he's just like, ah.
And but as a toy, that'd be so freaky.
As the stuffing just covers the room now. None of the children are awake. Everything's just dead quiet. And then you hear just a creaking of the door at the end of the room.
Do I have time to suddenly dive under the bed again towards the pouch of marbles I found?
These kids really sleep through a lot. Is this one of the places where they give the kids medicine before bedtime?
Yeah, they must.
Either that or they're dead. Get under a bed.
right. What is this letter anyway? Just going to have a quick look at it.
Do you read? Yeah. Do you read any other languages, Frax?
Yeah, I know Draconic and Dwarven.
Not that you know of. Like, not that doesn't recognize it.
Yeah, no, that's
It probably said, collecting gifts for children. Thank you very much for your sincere donation to the charity, and we've just gone and killed
As
all
you
the
sneak
kids.
into someone's bedroom to leave it there with a dagger, like I don't know.
yeah. So
That is how charities work in Absalom.
Apparently so.
just going to sneak up to the door and peek in.
Can I get a stealth and a perception?
Okay.
We'll just go for the perception, really.
Okay, just perception.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So as you peek into the room, it's again another darkened room, no lights. You see it's a bedroom of sorts. There's office equipment. There's a table. There's bookshelves which are bare. And you see a large figure. You can't really see it well, but there's a large figure in the bed under the covers.
Okay.
Is it within the code of law of toys to like make a person aware that we're sentient? Is it against our code? Because Sir Ironwill just really wants to jump on that bed, point his sword in the guy's face, and be like, "Awaken, scoundrel, and read this note to us."
Yeah. I think this is like some sort of hobo Saint Nick.
Again, who does that by sneaking into people's rooms with a dagger? Are we allowed?
Do you go into the room?
Could I? Is it against a code that I should be aware of? Like, I'm supposed to be a law-abiding.
Let's go Toy Story rules.
Okay.
So we always freeze. Okay, so we're not meant to bring attention to ourselves.
I think Toy Story rules works as
Okay.
narrative.
But we can pretend to be a human.
Four toys in a trench coat. One of them being really, really tiny.
Yeah.
That's the head.
Brax is only like this tall.
Yeah.
I don't see how we're gonna do that.
There's
Yeah.
no. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's a darkened room.
We could leave him a note. You've been a very naughty boy.
We write one that says, "Return to sender. We cannot read this." Try
Okay. So, yeah. On. Do you think this firm is trapped? I'm not very perceptive.
Oh,
Come on, but you've got two champions in a fight. Do you think any of us think about traps? We charge forward boldly. That's all we do.
I would
I'll
have
just
gone
try.
back and picked up the bag of marbles, and I've kind of got it slung over his shoulder, just in case we need it.
Okay. So Brax is looking for any tripwires or anything like that. You do sense there's something wrong in this room. It's colder than where you currently are.
Oh,
You
brilliant.
can see the breath of the creature in the bed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Brax is going to grab one of the marbles and just roll it into the room like a bowling ball.
Yeah, I knew this would come in handy.
You roll the marble into the room as a bowling ball, and it goes in a straight line, and then it starts moving around, and starts doing circles, and then it comes back to you and just stops.
Oh.
That's weird. Is it meant to do that?
You've got some mad skills there, Brax.
Did you put a lot of spin on it?
Wasn't me.
Can I
Let's
roll?
just-
I would pick it up and roll it again. See what happens again.
You're gonna roll it again, or roll a different one?
I'll roll a different one. I'll be like, oh, see
Yeah.
if I can do the same. Just-
So you roll a different marble into the room.
yeah.
Again, it starts moving in different directions, and then it slows down, and then starts. It's just like it slows down and then just like stops. It spins on its axle, and you see it start spinning, getting faster and faster. Still staying still, but it's spinning in the
Sonic the
direction
Hedgehog
of you.
style. Like Sonic the
Okay.
Hedgehog.
And can I get a
Take cover behind the door.
Yeah.
like as it just shoots down towards the marble right in front of you?
Oh. Targeting the other marble.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll still take cover because that marble will then shoot into us. So
Yeah.
Well, you said it before I did anything, so you take cover behind the door as the marble shoots off down the corridor towards the front door, and then you hear like a little child's giggling coming from the room.
Oh, ghosts. We got ghosts.
Time to go. Wait, ghosts? Oh no.
oh.
Ghosts.
I don't think I was built to handle ghosts.
Yeah.
Ah.
No. Ghosts and robots.
Me either. This is
Time to
beyond
go.
me.
Yeah. Well, I
Do you think the ghost knows how to read?
So, the figure in the bed, does he look to be the same person that we were chasing?
Of course, I can read.
Oh.
Oh.
oh boy. Okay.
We have a note. Would you be willing to read it to us?
Can't your owners read? I left it for them.
You left it.
Yes. I took over my sister to drop it off.
With a knife?
I was startled, I'm sorry. She's not a nice person sometimes, but I have a little bit of power now to well, we've got an orphanage now.
What did the note say? We didn't want our owners to read it if it was mean, so we decided to follow and see if we could find out what it said.
The bad man is after them.
When our toys know about our owners, I feel like Tayla would talk.
Well,
now
if-
that he's created, I feel like Tayla would probably confide in Sir Ironwill.
Well, if we all, for some reason, brought our toys to this
Yeah.
hotel, like, obviously we're very attached to these
Yeah.
toys. And it just so happens that all of us have these toys.
Yeah.
We've never commented on each other's toys. Just like
It's
one of
quite
those things you
secretive because
never.
we're all embarrassed. We're all embarrassed by having our toys.
The bad man from the hotel.
Oh, the Pratchett fellow.
Yes. Now that my sister's no longer influenced by that person, I can guide her a little bit, but we've heard that he's after them. Or after your owners.
Very well, we will undergo a journey and take this note back to them. So they may be warned.
I can carry you if you want.
Let's be honest,
Yeah.
it would be a lot faster if she did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be mighty helpful.
Yeah,
I mean, even
that
I'm
marketplace
got
was
rid at
scary.
this point. I'm kind of tired too. You know, might be time. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta
Kind,
wind up again.
yeah. Kind of getting bored of scaring children and cats.
Just give me a moment. I need to. And the room goes cold. like really cold, and you see the breath. You haven't seen who's in the bed yet, but you can see the breath start moving a bit more, and the body just jerks, and then sits up flat in the bed, and you see an orc woman,
Also,
Ralso.
Oh.
our
Eyes
toys now know
closed.
where freaking Rosso's hiding out.
Eyes closed and almost motionless, and it just almost robotic gets out of bed and walks towards you. Says, I'm sorry if I scared you. She just wants to protect the children. She wanted to protect me. That's how it all started.
I see. This is very good of her.
It's a start. She still... The tree was her idea. I'm sorry.
So many questions, but never mind. I'm sure Tayla will figure them all out.
Yeah, because I don't think you'd have, unless you are like Taylor's diary doll. Then you'd know everything.
Yeah, I just imagine that Tayla actually just sleeps with him in bed.
That, or she positions him like near the window to stand guard.
Yeah, just to stand guard on protection. Yeah,
Like the elf on the shelf.
Because what you call it, Tayla does have like I think training in occultism, so she would probably start using him as some sort of like weird warding toy.
Yeah, just in addition to conspiracy theory, just really superstitious.
Yep.
Is there anything you would like to ask?
Yeah. So what exactly is this bad man doing?
We heard, well, the children heard that he's trying to seek you, and he's not good. He's a bad influence. We were trying to save the children of the area and at least give them hope, but he's not very nice.
Were you saying your sister was under his control?
The mouth smiles
Creepily?
and laughs, like mechanically. Not control like I have right now, but more influence. He's a bad influence. Ralso needed something or someone to cling to after getting out, and then she just wanted to protect me, that's all. And those bad people locked me in a room. I don't blame her. She tried.
What bad people locked you in a room?
She gave them money to take care of me while she was going away, and they spent the money on drugs and kept me locked away.
And then Ralso found you after your current state of
Starving to death.
ness.
And then found them, and then apparently that impressed the Pratchett man. What she did was not like what he does. It was just rage.
But then he took her under his wing.
And so that will end.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's some backstory of the actual
Yeah.
campaign right there for
Our
you.
toys are investigators too.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some backstory from some of the characters that has happened in the campaign for you.
Nice.
Let's get rid of this spooky noise because that drives me crazy with this headset on. Okay, it's back to the silly music. How do we go?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the Christmas
What
special?
language was it written in that none of us can read it?
She's orc.
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
She's an orc child, so she would only know one language. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. And I wanted you to chase. I wanted you to follow.
Yeah.
Which was like, I wanted so I was like, okay, yeah.
Just imagining, like, just how short would that have been if one of us could read Orcish?
I know. Which, yeah, I did kind of push you out, and I'm sorry. It's a one shot. We do pushing. But Merry Xmas, everybody.
Yay!
All right. Yeah.
Merry Christmas season.
See you next year when we start back up again.
Yeah, so we are starting back up on the new year. This is our last week of regular programming. I'm sure there's going to be other stuff. And there's the birthday stream as well on the 29th for the US, 30th for Australia, which will be unique. Still looking for people, and I'm not telling them
what they're signing up for.
Yeah, exactly that.
Surprise!
So I've said this a few times. I'm not telling the players what system they're even playing in. They're not even going to have a character sheet. They will have a bunch of symbols on the pre-show, which are linked, and they will have a slider between each group of symbols, they have to kind of interpret what those symbols mean, and put a slider between them, which is going to be kind of a character sheet of what I'll be referring to when I ask them to roll anything.
That's quite great.
It's a very old project of mine, which was like 2015. So, yeah. But yay, I'm happy that was fun. Shall we do our outros and then do a raid, or do you want to do a wrap up of the? I think we're at that stage because that was longer than I expected.
Yeah.
And we started really late because this was a 5 a.m. Hey, let's do this.
I need to have a
I woke
nap
up this
and then
morning and
do
looked at my phone and
Christmas
it's
shopping.
like, hey, guess what? You got to make a character. And I'm like, oh, got to go jump in the shower and get ready and have breakfast. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, and when I say 5 a.m., let's do this. I wake up, I get my goblin ready for school, put him on a bus, then we do the show. Usually, 9:30 something is when we're in the pre-show. So 5 a.m. to pre-show is not many hours when most of the cast are asleep.
Yeah.
And people like Sherain are busy as well and don't often check the Discord of like, oh crap, I just saw this. Let's make a character sheet.
Oh no.
So I thank you everyone for doing this as well. It was fun seeing what people's toys would be, what characters' toys would be as well, and their personalities and whatnot. I think that was fun. Let's do our outros. Robot Sharon.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Robot Sharon. I also play Sherain Alban, who is the owner of Robot Sharon, and also I'm Polypeople on Twitch at twitch.tv/Polypeople. Check me out.
Okay. Game Reaper.
Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check us out. And I have been playing Brax, the tiny little wooden kobold figure.
Broom sorcerer.
Yeah.
I had not expected a broom. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like the dust bunnies or the coughing. That's cool. I also would have taken if you just pushed it over. You wouldn't have been able to get up, by the way. Because they had a lot of hit points, and that critical just took so many off them. Hitokiri Chibi.
Guys, I'm Hitokiri Chibi. Today I was playing Sir Ironwill the Brave, a stuffed champion toy that belonged to my regular character, Tayla. And now that he exists, and he's apparently so treasured, she brings him along. every night she probably gives him like a rundown on, so this is what happened in today's, like, oh man, working in those kitchens is like really rough, Sir Ironwill the Brave. I think I need to borrow some of your mental fortitude to like withstand some of the things I hear over there, but like it's kind of insane. But hey, this is also going to be my last week of streaming on Twitch, where you can find me at twitch.tv/Hitokiri Chibi, and I'll be doing a mix of playing some Switch games with members of my community like Mario Kart, and I forgot the other one. There was another game. I think they wanted to play Jackbox. And I also do art, so I'll be mixing that in as well.
All right.
Jackbox can get wild.
Yeah.
Really well. And yes, Noah just pointed out that if you have a Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the channel with your Amazon Prime, and it helps out the channel. Yeah, and it's all free with your Amazon Prime subscription. You also get Amazon Movies, which have some really good stuff on right now, like Wheel of Time. big Wheel of Time fan. Sir Fatty Flabberflam.
Hey, I'm Dr. Oblong, also Sir Fatty Flabberflam, the halfling hero of Christmas and stuffing. I suppose he's the patron saint of stuffing, we would call him. He's very, very happy to be able to play some more stupid halfling things today.
Yeah. I just imagine that Sir was just spelt that way because a young Arry.
That's how
was
young Arry knew how to spell. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Arry still knows how to spell Sir, even though it's a very simple word. And I normally play Arry, our halfling fighter, but today was a nice change. I am also an electronic musician, and you can check out my music at SoundCloud/Dr. Oblong. Great game today, and I look forward to playing again in the New Year's.
Yeah.
And there was something else I was going to mention, but I have totally forgotten. Oh yeah, that's right. Inspiration for this. I would just put a shout out. This is not my creation, although pretty much everything in it was my creation. The concept, though. Years and years ago, HyperRPG ran a show called Corporate Sins, which was a Shadowrun game, and for their Christmas special, they did the pets of their Shadowrunners, which was kind of, well, puppets are like toys, so you can like have like the toys of the. That's where the inspiration came from at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. this morning. Then an hour without sleeping, like, screw it, let's just do it. Then I could actually go back to sleep after I posted it. So that's where the inspiration came from, HyperRPG, from Corporate Sins, which was an amazing Shadowrun game. Then all the cast were improv, were actually an improv group. So they were just fantastic to watch. So that's that. We're going to be raiding 10 dead rats. This will be the first time we've raided them. So share the love. We do have a raid command. I've just got that set up now. And I've got to remember also to change the overlay back before we get back next year, because that's something that I will totally forget. I will totally forget that.
We're going to raid the casino as our toys. Let's
just do it after you finish streaming.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. I don't think like that. There's the raid channel command. There we go. So 10 dead rats. Thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donations, for the subscriptions. It does all help out the channel. Don't forget 29th of December in the USA, 30th for Australia. We're going to have a one-shot. I'm looking at new tech, new overlays, and new way of thinking for this one-shot, which is the important thing. So it will be very, very, very different. But thank you, everyone. Let's go for that raid.
All right. Bye.
See you next year.
Bye.